Welcome back to the channel. This is day 7 of the 100 horror films in 31 days. Got my cigar. Got in 4 films yesterday. Let's go through them. The first film was well, today was David Lynch Day. And I'm a fan of David Lynch. Racerhead's great. Uh, Today I watched, first up was Lost Highway, 1997. Femme fatale story in typical David Lynch storytelling fashion. The film was unsettling and off-putting. It's got a great atmosphere. It's confusing at times, which is I think David Lynch's style is confusing. But overall, it's a really good watch. I mean, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's a perfect film. I thought the acting was fantastic in it. Patricia Arquette was great. I thought Bill Pullman was good. I thought maybe from a casting perspective, maybe he was not the perfect choice. I loved Robert Blake as like the mystery man. He was fantastic. Gary Busey is in it. Solid movie all the way around. I enjoyed it. Definitely recommend that one. Now on to the second David Lynch film, which was Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me, 1992. I'm not a Twin Peaks person. I've watched the series. I've watched the films. I liked the first season of Twin Peaks. Um, I think after that, it's kind of like a lot of these shows that are on Netflix that extend beyond 1 year. They just don't have enough material they just everything gets drug out and extended to the point where there's just not enough meat on the bones to justify from a multi episodic story like that. I was not a fan of the Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is a prequel. And honestly, if you haven't seen the Twin Peaks show, this movie is not going to make it doesn't make sense it doesn't make sense to me. And I've watched the show. It's going to make even less sense to people that haven't watched the show, but it is a prequel. Um, it's about a girl named Laura Palmer what happened to her. We know she died. The question is, what's her backstory and how she died and who killed her. That's really the kind of the framework of the story of the Twin Peaks and the prequel. Um, this is a mess. This movie's a mess, and I can't give David Lynch a pass, even though I think he's a great director on something. This is just a bad movie. It's incoherent. It's just a mess. I understand he shot like 5 hours of footage for this. Uh, Thank God. I mean, proud that we didn't have to sit through 5 hours of this. I like 60 minutes into this thing, I was checking the runtime, and realizing I'm only halfway through this thing. Oh, it was just a chore to get through. Painful watch for me. I don't have anything good to say about it. It was meandering. It was pointless. The acting was okay, I guess. Although David Bowie, I don't know who decided to cast David Bowie in this thing. Uh, and he tries to do a terrible, terrible Southern accent. It was horrendous. Yeah, well, I'm just going to move on. I hated it, honestly. I gave it a 2 out of 10. Next up is every October I have to watch Halloween. I watched the original Halloween. It's a 10 out of 10, of course. It never gets old. The only thing that I'll say about it, and I've talked about this film in detail. I've probably analyzed it more than really anybody should. I will say a couple things though. Back in 1978, so I'm going to age myself here. Back in 1978, I was 13 years old, and I saw the film in the theater. And it was a packed theater. I'll never forget the two films that I saw in the theater that stand out to me on their original run was Jaws, the original Jaws, and Halloween. Both the theater was packed, and the reaction of the audience to Halloween when you see it for the first time was just it's a privilege. It was a privilege, and I can't really describe it. The impact. And watching it now, watching through some of these scenes that had such an impact at the time, compared to having watched it so many times now, it's a shame that that people, that weren't around at that time didn't get that opportunity. It's a real shame. It's a brilliant film. Uh, it's a 10 out of 10. I will say the other point I wanted to make though is that Halloween is a great film, but it's only a good film excluding the musical score. I think if you take the music elevates it to really masterpiece, 10 out of 10 low. It's a 7. I think it's a 7 out of 10 movie, but the music definitely elevates it to that 10 out of 10 category. And that's a short list of films. I think that there's a number of Argento films where that's the case, and certainly Cannibal Holocaust is another one that the music is preeminent in the film. And with Halloween, I think you could take the music away, maybe give it a different musical score, and it would be still a really good film. Bryce 7 out of 10, but man, you put that music with it, it's just magic. All right. Last up is Martin, 1977, and I've got the second sight box set on this. I listened to the Romero, Savini, and John. What is this? John Amplis was Martin commentary. I was really hoping for a bit more of an informative commentary than we got. It was nice hearing George. Of course, he's passed away. Rest in peace. And it was nice hearing their thoughts. Kind of, they basically took the approach of putting themselves back in time at that time and talked about the scenes, but you didn't get a whole lot of real earth-shattering information. And I don't know what I was looking for. I was just kind of hoping for much more of a analytical and informational type commentary. There's a bunch of commentary tracks on this one. The next, I'm going to listen to the next one, which would be with the producer. So that would be the next listening. There's like 4 commentaries. Of course, every movie you buy has got Kat Ellinger commentary, so I got that coming up. Martin is a great film. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Great acting, solid vampire film. Really, really enjoyed it, and it's just another in a long list of films that puts George Romero up there in the top 5, certainly top 10 horror film directors of all time. All right, well, that's going to do it for today. What I've got on tap to watch, or for day 7, that's it. What I've got on tap coming up to watch, I did the randomizer. The subset selection of the day is History of the Occult 2020, which is I believe it's an Argentina film made in Argentina, Spanish film. I Don't Want to Be Born, 1975. That's a Joan Collins evil baby flick. And then I've got Among the Living, 2014. Night of the Zombies, still got to watch that. Godzilla -1, and School of Fear. So that's the queue at this point. I am at, just kind of give you where am I at as far as the overall watches. I am at 28. I'm at 29 watches with 13 first-time watches, which is amazing. It's amazing that you can still find, with as many horror movies as I've watched, it's amazing that you can still find, they keep cranking them out and I keep watching them. I mean, I hope that my watches will end up around 50% new first-time watches. So looks like I'll maintain that. At any rate, I appreciate you watching. Thanks.